Righto, first question. Do you remember your first cricket memory, and can you tell us what it is?
I think the earliest memory I have of playing the game is with my dad chucking balls and me just having a plastic bat and just smashing them. That's very special to me because I've been told since I had any understanding of things, I've just held a cricket bat and started swinging at balls. So yeah, that's my first memory.
I picked up a cricket bat as soon as I could, hold one, and I never just wanted to put it down. My old man up at the nets throwing me balls, used to bowl to me every afternoon after school, and just progressed through the ranks. So always wanted to be a cricketer, and yeah, I guess here we are. What do you recall of the 2008 Under-19s World Cup, and was this when you knew cricket was going to be your career, or did you know earlier than that?
I always knew that I wanted to play the game at the highest level, and the time that I really thought I'm definitely going to make this a career is when my father passed away, and that's the time I realized I've got to get serious about this and actually make it a proper commitment. My focus cannot shift, and I just became single-minded from then on, like focused to just play for India and play for a long time. I didn't even think that I'm gonna get dropped from the team or anything like that. It was like pure motivation and the will to just move forward. But I think our first interaction was at the academy. The few guys, Matthew Wade was there.
Yep.
Steve O'Keefe,
yep.
Uzi.
That's it.
That was a fun
Good memory.
time.
Good memory.
I loved it. I loved that camp. Yeah.
What do you see as that first innings or match where you felt like you belonged at the international level?
It was a game against West Indies at Johannesburg, and I was just waiting, padded up, and the first ball he bowled was 153 clicks, and I was like, how the hell am I gonna ever score runs at this level? But then, yeah, he hit me first ball in the bicep, a short ball, and then I don't know why, he bowled me a slower ball the next ball, and I hit it for 4, and I got relaxed, and then I scored, I think, 80 odd not out.
Yeah.
That was my first man of the match as well. Then I thought, okay, if I can do this more often, I'm surely I can go on for a long time at this level. When you came into the international circuit, Shane Warne had just retired. Given you a bowling leg spin, do you remember what that early expectation was and how did you handle it? Because I remember you at the academy doing your 1-2 and going through your leg spin action properly, and everyone was like, this guy's the new Shane Warne and you're like, wow. And then now, 10 years later, you averaged 16 Test cricket. So I want to know how you made that change as well.
No, I love bowling, particularly when I was bowling well. I loved it, but leg spin just takes so much work. Training-wise, it's too much time to focus on fielding, which I love doing, batting and bowling all at the same time. And I just wanted to face balls. I just wanted to bat the whole time.
Yeah, I heard you bat for 3 out of those 4 hours. So
sometimes
it makes sense to let go of bowling.
What prompted you to approach the Indian crowd and ask them to stop booing me when we played our World Cup match? I appreciate that, by the way. I think I remember I sent you a message that night saying, "Hey, thanks for that. That was top class."
To me, there was an incident that happened, and you guys realized obviously what had happened, and you came back after a long time, having gone through everything that you had to. And I feel like in life nothing can be that permanent, and I just felt like it's not fair to target an individual personally, because as much as you play against each other, there's a human side to things as well. And at the end of the day, we're here chatting now. We do have a chat, I mean, a few times during the IPL as well.
Yeah.
So there's always instances where you're going to keep meeting individuals. Yes, you're competitive on the field, but you don't want to go nasty as such, So yeah, that is one of the things which I realized. Long term, like, you do realize the importance of things from a larger perspective, and I felt like, that wasn't right to do that in that moment. Who will score the most runs, most wickets, and who will take more wickets, you or Marnus Labuschagne, if Tim Payne gives you the ball?
Oh.
From your team.
Who will score the most runs?
Yeah. Oh. I know you'd like to be that guy. But
Of course. I don't know. Most wickets. Let's hope I don't bowl. If I bowl, you guys are playing some pretty good cricket, I reckon. But I think it's going to be a great series. I think we've got 2 really good pace attacks going at it. Virat, some predictions. Most wickets, most runs in this series, and will you retain the Border Gavaskar Trophy?
We'd love to, because last time around it was a great series for us. I know you and David didn't play, but we still played against this bowling attack, which was as lethal as you've had in the last few years.
Yeah.
now that you guys have even stronger squad, allows us to test ourselves again in these conditions and see how good we have been as a team over the last, you know, one and a half years or so. So yeah, look, most runs, I don't know. I mean, it could be anyone. I'm quite excited to see how Jinx goes, because I think he's someone who'll enjoy the responsibility of captaining when I'm away, and
he's played well here in the past.
He has played well, and I think it's his time to really step up, and I think he'll relish that opportunity. But the one guy I'm really looking forward to seeing bat here is Hanuma Vihari. I think he's a quite solid player and quite exciting and coming up.
Obviously unfortunate you're only here for one test, but also credit to you for making that decision to go home and be with your wife for the birth of your first child. I think it's, you know, it's a milestone, and I'm sure you've had a lot of pressure to stay and play and stuff. But as you said before, we're human beings and have lives outside of cricket, and I'm sure you'd be kicking yourself if you miss the birth of your first child.
The best thing is we have crowds here, which is, as you rightly pointed out, it's amazing. I've always been a fan of playing in front of crowds, and even in the IPL it was a bit strange initially not to have anyone in the stadium. So yeah, it's a great boost for everyone playing and watching, and yeah, thanks for your wishes for the birth of our child as
well.
Mate. Yeah, it's a decision that was absolutely clear in my mind. I mean, as committed as you are to play for your country, you know, this is a very, very special moment in life, and something that you want to be there for at any cost. And yeah, it's a blessed time, and we're very excited for it.